Yo, what's going on, Wanderers? It's Fallen Queen here again, and I'm back from YouTubing. Yes, so I was away for a little while because basically next week is Christmas. Hope you guys are gonna have a nice Merry Christmas. So basically today we're gonna show you the hacks that we can use for redstone. So the first hack is that you basically see a block of redstone in a cave or something like that. You pull out a pickaxe and you mine it. But today we'll be testing out with redstone. The hacks we can use for redstone. So for the hacks, basically let's follow along. So this hack number 2 is basically redstone dust can only be placed on top of a block that has a low hit box. So basically, if you go ahead and grab yourself the piece of redstone, and then you grab yourself a random block, don't use bedrock. Bedrock is basically not what we're supposed to use. So I'll grab myself let's grab ourselves what kind of block we can use. Let's grab ourselves some orange concrete. Alright. So what the block does is that you can basically place on your any block, and then what it does, you connect redstone coming down from it. And then basically that block there can create a circuit. Kind of looks familiar, right? So if you make sure the block is on top, and let me show you. Okay, this next hack here, which involves basically says neighboring redstone dust connects to form a wire which can transmit signals from a power source. For example, a redstone torch up to 15 blocks away. In this example, the right lamp is off because it's too far away from the power source. So basically, if you grab your orange concrete again, you guys see my tutorials before, and if I take a block connected down, and I'll go right. And if I go ahead and place myself a redstone torch, you know that the block is too far away because it's too far away. So that's a little secret hack you want to look at. Want to make sure that the block ain't far away. And basically the block there basically continues by. So place one right there and it should light up the block easily. Or just put one on a. Yo, hang on a second. Alright, I'm back. I had to trust my controller, but yeah. You want to make sure you add another torch to it or a lever. Okay, in this next hack, basically we're gonna go ahead now. So we're gonna go ahead. So we're gonna go ahead now and lose something. So go ahead and grab yourself. Some. What we're gonna need some items. Go ahead and grab yourself the redstone torch, and then grab your redstone lamps. See where redstone lamps are. And then grab yourself any specific block. I'll just use the orange concrete, because that's the block of the day is orange concrete. All right, go ahead now. Place an. Actually, I want to go ahead and grab myself a bed, because it is nighttime, and we want to do this in the day so that we know what we're doing. So, in case you're basically switched to nighttime, grab yourself a bed. I'll just take a red bed and just sleep until the night goes over. Then we can go ahead now and work on the circuit. So if you look closely, if you look at the redstone together, obviously you're basically connecting redstone. So place a block, and then go ahead and grab redstone and place one that's on the block. The one that's closest to the side of the redstone, the iron grids you put down. And I think that's 1, 2. I think 1, 2, and then place your redstone torch. And if you come over here, I'll place the same thing as well with redstone. I think it's 1, 2, 3. 1. Oops. It's 1, 2, and 3. And you want to have a fourth redstone connected to the. You can have a block connecting. Place the orange concrete there, and you want to have a block connected. 1 sec. You want to have a block that's going to connect from the orange concrete. Like so. Then you're coming down, you want to have the same block as well. Then you want to have another one. You're going to make yourself a square. Not like a square, but I think it's 1. Yeah, it's just 1, I think. Make 1, then. No, I take that back. It's 2 actually. So I think you want 1, 2, and then place your redstone lamp. And then for the other ones, to place 1, and then place the redstone lamp. And once you conditions, the lamp should turn on, because basically, since the redstone torch is basically in the way. And let me show you something. Okay, this next one is that I want to make a single move, signals. So basically, for the next one, I want to make a couple of signals for this block as well. So basically, same thing as well. What I did was that, go ahead, now we're gonna place a couple of redstone torches. So we'll place. Basically, I want to make a signal move with this one as well. I'm gonna go ahead now and do the same thing as well. We're gonna go ahead and just basically do what we can. So go ahead and place, I think that's 2 rows of redstone. 1, 2, and then what he did was that he placed a diagonal from the block, and then he placed a redstone torch where the redstone line is. And then what he did was that he took redstone. He made 2, and then he placed a redstone lamp. If you look closely, that redstone lamp is not turned on. For the next one, he did was that he took another single like he did as well. He took that, and then he did the same thing as well, because he's powering on with redstone. And let me show you in 1 second. Let me show you what this is. This is a little secret. So come and place 2 redstone, and then place an orange concrete or any block you would use, and then come put one on top, then make one down, and then place your redstone lamp. And let me show you this. I want to go ahead and now make this one. Basically, is this here on Java Edition, redstone dust only powers blocks in the direction the signal is moving, and blocks are underneath it. On Bedrock Edition, because console mobile, redstone also configures itself by power blocks to the side. So if you look closely, this person, what did was that he basically took the same thing as well. So for this one, go ahead and get started. Place 2 of your blocks, 1, 2, then place 3 rows of redstone lamp, 1, 2, 3. Then place 2 more rows of your block, and add a redstone lamp on that corner you made to the left. Now, if you look closely, here's redstone. So take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then place the redstone torch, and it should power on the blocks. This is another little trick you can do. Now for the backside, he took the 3 blocks there is. So he took 1, 2, 3, and he added redstone lamps above it. And let me show you this. I'm sorry, my thing was actually, the screen recorder was actually off, but I basically show you this last step. So I wrote this, and basically this was useful in Java Edition. So what this person did was that, I'll show you in a second, that he took the builds by adding redstone lamps of diagonal lamps, and by taking redstone by testing a redstone torch underneath that block. So let me show you what I've done. So this is what it looks like. Put a block on here, then you put 4 redstones on the side. And you can extend these back as further as you want. But then basically, when you grab yourself a redstone torch or a lever, we can light this up. So I'll take a redstone torch, and then we can like light it on both sides. It's like a little hack we can do with redstone. So you kind of get the flip flop of what it looks like, because basically you're generating it on with redstone. So that is basically the hack we use for a hitbox. So if you look at this closely, you can see that basically the redstone block here. See this redstone block here, basically if I want to power on a lamp here, I would make a redstone circuit with the redstone torch, and going up with the redstone torch up the block over the block, then connecting that there to the block there, and then once it goes down, it turns on this lamp. But simply this lamp cannot be turned on because basically this doesn't have no redstone torch. If I place a redstone torch there, it will light that block up. But basically, if I delete that, then the block turns off. So that's another way of a couple of redstone hacks that don't work. Okay, so if you look closely, this block right here, if you look closely, this block here is basically having another switcheroo. So I took a redstone torch. Basically, this is one solid block, and then basically the whole redstone thing turned on this block. But if you look closely, the reason why this block isn't turned on is because that basically there's redstone underneath it, but we add a block up here with no redstone. So if I wanted to add redstone, but basically I cannot add redstone because look, it's diagonal. You can't do nothing but diagonal. If it's a diagonal block, if you put redstone over it, then it will not power on the lamp. Basically, you just want to have a simple, straight redstone circuiting mountain hill with the redstone connecting to the lamp. Okay, if you look at this close, this looks like an illusion. So what you do is I took 2 blocks here, added 3 redstone lamps and another block. And what I did was I took a line of redstone and placed it on these blocks here with the redstone torch, and light up these lamps right here. That's like another little trick that you guys don't know how to use redstone with. But in the back here, it is not. Because basically, if I want to add a block here, I will take something like this. I'll take redstone, and see, there's nothing. I can't connect it back here. But if I try with a redstone, it all does just lights up the thing. So I can't do nothing with those. The main part is basically it's because it's on a block. You can't do nothing with a block. So it's just a straight parallel line that's connected from the distance between the blocks there to this block, and yes. So you kind of get the idea of how these work with redstone. Okay, this is what I've done here. So I basically followed the curriculum, right? If I press this, if I go in and flip this lever down, the lamp will turn on. And then I forgot to add this. If I got to add my redstone, these lamps turn on. So the main part is the redstone torch that's doing all the work. Because basically, if you look closely, I had a piece of redstone, and the redstone torch does the whole thing. It basically continues a job. So basically, these are the things that we can use for redstone lamping. So these are the 6 easiest hacks you can use for redstone. So basically, yeah. Now basically, this wasn't the video that I wanted sponsored. Tomorrow I'll be making another video. Or actually, maybe tonight I'll make a video. Maybe at a specific time. So stay tuned for, I think, 10 or 10:30. I will begin shortly making a video on another tutorial on pulse shorteners. And pulse shorteners are basically what the new topic is. So yes, so stay tuned for 10:30, 10 o'clock or 10:30. As always, thumbs up for safety. Like a Hellcat.